Good morning. Yeah, back to the river. And not because, for the last couple weeks I've been down or at the sheep pasture doing videos because, I was waiting for babies to be born, little lambs to be born. And everybody has had their lambs except for Apple. And Apple is just holding out on me. So I'm guessing Apple, she's definitely pregnant, but she probably got pregnant on her second cycle, not her first. So I think she has till like May 15th she could have a baby, but man, every day she looks like she's ready to go, and then she's not. So for right now, we're going to go ahead and go back to the river and see what happens. It's a pretty morning. The birds are definitely active, both in their flight and in their song. And the sun is getting ready to come up. I'm going to actually turn this a little bit so you can see. It's a little bit. There you go. There. There's the sun will be coming up over that tree horizon. When we bought this farm, we bought it from a very dear woman, Nancy, who loved this place. And one of the things that she told us when we bought it was that the river giveth and the river taketh away. And what she meant is that sometimes the river is a little bit cruel and that it takes away your pier or your furniture that you had on the pier or whatever it happens to be, because storms come up and the rivers go in and out and take things. But it also brings things to you. Sometimes it brings you other people's piers or other people's furniture. And recently, on this little beach that I sit on, it brought me a big tree. And I'm actually going to turn this just so you can see it, because it's pretty amazing. It's just this big old tree, and I'm just curious like how old this thing is and how long it's been floating around in the river before it showed up on my beach here. And I mean, it's big. So here, I'm going to turn it. Let's see if you can see this. There it goes. Whoop, there you go. This big log is now sitting here on the beach. And yeah, and either it will sit here for a while and maybe it'll be a little seat for us for a little bit, and then one day it will be gone and it will go visit someone else. So it's kind of interesting. So I always think of Nancy when things show up on the shoreline, because she did say, the river giveth and the river taketh away. So I hope everybody's having a great week. And, I'm in anticipation of Apple having her baby, but, maybe you're in anticipation of something else. Maybe you have control over when that something else happens. I have no control over when Apple has her baby. I just have to kind of just wait and give in. The bad part is I have to keep getting up in the middle of the night and checking on her. I'm getting a little bit better about not doing that and just checking on her before I go to bed and when I get up in the morning. But, yeah, I just, the sheep, I worry about them. I want them to all have healthy, happy babies and nobody be hurting and in pain. So, constantly checking on them. You can see the sun. It's interesting because it doesn't, I don't think we're actually going to get like a real like sunrise, but I do think that we're going to get it hitting the cloud deck. It's an interesting sunrise because it just kind of like hits the deck from below and it kind of shines on it. But there's just too much cloud cover to actually see like the actual shape of the sun. You're more going to see the reflection of the sun hitting the bottom. But it's pretty. No matter what, it's pretty. So I'm going to give a couple minutes just to sit here and you guys can just enjoy the sounds of the river. I can hear some ducks taking off. It sounds like clapping. It's just their wings hitting the water surface as they take off. Some geese above. It's a beautiful morning. So I'm just going to sit, give you guys a couple minutes apiece, And then we'll sign off, and I'll see you guys next Tuesday, and hopefully we'll have a baby from Apple by then. Have a great week. Make it a good one. All right. See you guys next Tuesday. Thanks for joining me.